www.lemon-lime.co.uk. And these delightful colours here, Lemon Lime Twist, Daffodil Delight and Grapefruit Grove, is the colour challenge for the Global Design Project this week. So I thought I'll have a go, and I thought I'll just have a go without trying anything new trying anything out first. I would just sort of see how we go. So I have got the cardstock, I've got the ink, I've got our Gingham Gala because they've got the 3 colours in, and I've got the celebration ribbons, which I know you can't buy, you can't get free anymore, you can never buy them, but I thought I'd pull them out anyway. I've got some Lemon Lime Twist ombre ribbon as well, which I believe is still current, and I certainly got it out of my current pile, so if it's not, it's because I've done it wrong. I've got a bit of memento as well, and I thought I might go for a little bit of a floral number here. So I've got the daisy punch and the leaf punch, and I'm thinking about a card that I saw one of my teammates do, and she'd stamped the image on some, but it was actually the Gingham Gala as well, and then she fussy cut it. Well, I don't like fussy cutting, so I thought I might stamp it and then punch it out. So let's see. So I've got the Daisy Delight stamp set, which goes with that, and I've got the Painted Harvest, which go with the leaves. Not sure if I'm going to stamp the leaves or just you know. So I'm just speeding up this process. So as you can see, I'm going to stamp the daisy stamp onto the Daffodil Delight gingham paper, and then punch it out with the daisy punch. I'm using Memento ink there to ink it up, and then I'm going to punch it out to give me my daisies. And then I'm going to stamp the leaves. I'm just going to use the veined leaf from the Painted Harvest, again in the Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp that on the Lemon Lime Twist and punch that out. And I'm kind of deciding whether or not I like it with stamped or without. And I'm going to stamp out 3 altogether. At this stage, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to use them, use 3 or not, but I thought I'd stamp them out. So I've got them. I like the power of 3. Sometimes 3 is better. It's just sort of better on your eye. And then I need the middle, so I'm getting some Grapefruit Grove out. And again, I'm not sure if I want to have the stamping on it or just have it plain. So I'm punching it out there with a 1/2 inch circle punch, and then I will make my decision as I stick it together. So I've gone for a Grapefruit Grove card base, and there I'm just scoring and cutting it ready. At the beginning of the card, I had no idea what I wanted to do, so this is just me sort of crafting on the hoof really. So I'm now cutting Whisper White mats. They're my usual mat sizes, to give a sort of a 1/4 inch, well, it gives an 1/8 of an inch margin. So then I'm just sort of thinking, oh, what do I want? What paper do I want? And I've decided I'm going to go for the Grapefruit Grove, and then I'm going to use that ombre Lemon and Lime Twist ribbon for it. So I'm just cutting my mat here. So I'm going to cut it 2 inches by the 3rd mat that I make. So I'm going to have a little bit of a Whisper White sort of border around it. And I did just have a little bit of a fluffy edge there, so I've just shaved it off there with the nail file thing I've got. And then I'm just having a little look. Yeah, I like that. And then I just need a sentiment to go in there. And I was looking and thinking I want a happy birthday one. So not a happy birthday, a thank you. And I like the thank you there from the Tropical Chic Suite.
So I'm stamping that. I'm using a Memento rather than a coloured ink because the ink that I've used so far is Memento, so I figured I'd stick with that. And now I'm trying to decide what I want, and I'm going for that long stitched rectangle because I felt that the other one there was too much gap. So I'm bringing on my big shot there. I don't normally do this whilst I'm on film. I have a magnetic plate and the die was jumping about a bit there, so I just had to move it. Sometimes you need to shake the magnetic plate down. And so what I've decided is that I'm going to flag the ends. So I've brought in the triple banner punch there. So we're going to have stitched top and bottom, but flagged on the edge. And then just to give it a little bit of interest, I'm taking my lemon line twist marker there and just going over the edges. And I've decided to go over the edges of the mat as well before I stick it on. And then I have all sorts of Tombow issues, which I then had to sort of stop and start again. I had a Tombow that had dried up, which and it was brand new. So yeah. So now I am with my new Tombow, my other new Tombow. I'm just sticking it all together. I've never had a dried up Tombow before, but I am grateful that I ordered more than one, otherwise we might have had a problem. So here I am measuring the ribbon against the card mat there. I had intended for it to go wrapped around the white, but I'd forgot, so there you go. And so yeah, just sticking it down. I'm going to get some liner tape for the ribbon to hold it in place. So there's my lovely stamping tool caddy that we got from On Stage, and I'm sticking that on, and that will hold the ribbon in place quite nicely. Sometimes I stick it to the ribbon, but I thought I might get a straighter effect this way, and actually I think I have. So now I need to curl my flowers, because nobody wants flat flowers really, do we? And I've done it the wrong way round. I stuck it in and then I realised I like the base to curl up and the top to curl down. That's just my preference. So just rub in. If you rub outside to inside, it gives you a nice curl, and that's just the end of the piercing tool that I use. You would have seen me do that before if you've seen me do it before. And then I'm just sticking on the centre and then sticking those two together. So as you can see, one up, one down, and that's how I like to do it. So just giving a bit of the leaves some life there before I stick those down around the flower. So you'll have to let me know if you like this sort of voiceover thing. I just thought the video was quite long, and there's a lot of rambling because I hadn't made it beforehand, so I was like thinking on the go. So I thought this was better. So that's me trying to decide where to stick it, and then just sticking that down, and then it just leaves the sentiment, which I'm just putting dimensionals on, and then I will decorate the centre. And I've just started doing that, putting a DSP on the centre. I got it in a swap card, and I just really liked it. So I'm just cutting there a little bit of the gingham gala to match. I'm going to put it the same side as on the front with the smaller squares, and then I've decided to put a little bit of stamping. So I'm stamping the flower. I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight stamping spot. I don't have the full one. I think I got that free. I think it was a retreat or something, or an On Stage where I got that free. And then I'm just going to cut out some DSP to stick over the centre, and that will be the centre finished. And then we can stick it all together, and that's the card done. So I hope you like this. So that's my entry for the Global Design Project. I think it's 181, this one. All details will be on my blog, nigest.co.uk, and there'll be a link
to the Design Team project if you want to go and look at what other people have done, and if you want to join in. Okay, like that in the centre, how cute. All right, see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to buy anything, there's a link to my shop. Okay, and we've not got long left of Celebration, and so not long left of the Fabulous joining offers. So if you want to become a Jezebel, then you'll find the link down below as well to do that. Love to have you on my team. Okay, bye.